Hi guys, welcome back to the Nox Belly channel. This is the predicted questions for 2024. Let's go. Number one says negative 3 squared plus negative 2 squared. Any number squared is positive, so 3 times 3, that's 9. And of course, negative 2 times that will give us 4, all positive, so that should give us positive 30. Number 2 says, what percentage of 40 is 8? And that would be 20%. So 5 of it make it up, so that's 20%. 8, 5, 4, so that's 20%. Alright, this one says, if 235 times 48.7 is equal to that, then 23.5 times this is equal to, that should be 11. So it should have at least 3 decimal places. So let me just write back the number. 4. So we have a total of 3 decimal places here and 1 here. So that should be 4 decimal places rather. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it makes sense. 23.5 is almost times 0.5 would give you 11, right? So that should be A. Very nice question though. Number 4 says, using the distributive property, 49 times 17 plus 49 times 13. Now this is common, so all we have to do is just add these. So it will be 49 times 20. Very nice question also. A test was marked out of 80. A boy scored 60% of the marks on the test. How many marks did he score? So they told us that it was marked out of 80, and the score that he got in terms of percentage was 60%. How many marks did it score? So basically, it's out of the total of 80. We don't know what the mark he gets, so we're just gonna call it X. But we know that we multiply that by 100%, as percent mean out of 100, and his mark was 60. So we can basically transpose from here. So 80 is being divided, so we multiply by 80. And 100 is being timed, so we divide. That should be about 48. But let us see. This cancels this. This cancels this. Oh, I wrote 800 instead of 8. This actually is 80, not 800. So this gone, this gone, this gone. So 6848. Very nice question though. I like those type of questions. Alright, let's look at number 6. Dan sold 40 concert tickets in 5 days. Each day he sold 3 tickets more than the previous day. Alright, so let us assume that the first day he sold X. Second day he sold X plus 3. Third day he gonna score 3 more, so that would be 3 plus 3, that's 6, so that's X plus 6. Fourth day he sold X plus 9. And the fifth day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he scored X plus 12. Alright, so let's equate this. So 1, 2, 3, so that's 5x. Let's add this 3 and 6, 9, and that 18. 18, 3, 6, that's 9, 18, 18 plus 12, that's 30. and this gives us a total of 40. So let's transpose. We're going to get rid of the positive 30, so we're going to subtract 30 from both sides, so it's 40, take away the 30. I'm trying to show all the workings so persons can get it. And of course, oh, this is minus. So this gives you 10 and divide by 5. So basically, x represents the first day, right? So x is equal to 2. So the first day is sold 2, which this is the first day, but they didn't ask us for the first day. They asked us for the number of tickets sold on the third day, right? So third day will be 1, 2, 3. So that would be x plus 6. That represents the third day. So that's 2 plus 6, which is 8. And let us make it make sense. So the first day he sold 2, then he sold 5, then he sold 8, then he sold 11, then he sold 14. All of these should give you a total of 40. Let's see if it is 40. 2 and 5, 7 and 8, 15. 15 and this 26, 26 and 14, 40. So that's how you check to see if it's correct. Alright. You could have done trial and error too, because they give you all the information you needed. So if you didn't know the formula, you could have literally tried all the numbers. Alright. And it would come back to it. It's multiple choice, guys, so be smart on it. Alright. You understand what's happening. Alright, so let's look at number 2. It says, which of the following set is defined by x is equal to, x is less than or equal to negative 2, x is less than or equal to 4. So the fact that you have the line underneath it, it means we must include negative 2. This have equal to, so we must include 4. So that would be very nice question, that one. If Q is equal to ABC, how many subsets can be defined, obtained from the set? So it's 2 raised to the number of elements. So we have a total of 1, 2, 3 elements. That means we have 8 subsets. So that's 2 to the 3. The set of positive integer is the set as what? The set of positive integer is an example of, now positive integer, that would be an infinite set, right? Because it's going to be continuous, continuous, and continuous until forever. All right. Number 10 says, if the union is equal to 25, the number in A is equal to 14, number in B is 15, and A intercept B is equal to 6, then A union B combined is, I'm going to draw it. Too much things are happening, guys. Too much things. So one thing we know it's an intersecting set. So I could just try to draw that. Alright, we call this with A. We call this with B. We drop B now. So they said 25. They said this of 14. They said this of, and they said this is 6, right? So 6 take away, 14 take away 6, that should be 8. 15 take away 6, that's what, 9. And they want this, both of them combined. So 8 and 6, that's 14. 14 plus 9, 23. And now 6, 15, yeah, 23. So read them up, guys, read them up. Number 11 says, the shaded region represent, now we're not going to make this look hard. Everything is shaded except for P, and that would be P complement, mean nothing. So it's everywhere except for P. So we're not going to make that complicated. All right. This one now needs some attention. It says the 30 students in teacher's main class have either a dog or a cat, or none of the two. All right. So the 30 students in teacher main class have either a dog or a cat, or none of the two. 16 students have a dog, 12 students have a cat, and the remainder have neither a cat nor a dog. Which of the following? That means it cannot be an intersecting set. All right. That's what I would get to. So it have either a cat or a dog, or none at all. That means D. All right. It's said none of the two. Let's see if we have the numbers right. 16 of a dog. All right. At a back, EC 260 is equivalent to US $1. For every US $1 exchange, EC Eastern Caribbean 0.1 cent is deducted as an exchange fee. How much Eastern Caribbean dollar will we receive if the exchange US $100? Alright, so let me take it from the front. So 1 US, them dollar better than Jamaicans, you know, guys. 1 US is equal to $2.60 Eastern Caribbean. Big up if you are from the Eastern Caribbean. And this Eastern 10 cent is deducted. I want to reach the same. Right, so he's changing 1,000 US. So that's 1,000 US. 100 rather. So we're going to basically see the total in Eastern Caribbean. And that would be times 100. Of course, move the decimal please. 1. So basically, you would have gotten 260 Eastern Caribbean. But we need to do the deduction, right? Now the deduction is 10 cents Eastern Caribbean. So for every 1 US is going to deduct 10 cents. So that means we can simply multiply 10 cents by 100 because it's 100 we're going to exchange. So that would be the deduction. So that's 1, 2. So that's $10 will be deducted from this, which gives us the 250. Very nice question, though. Very nice question. Number 7. If 7,000 is borrowed at the rate of 5% per annum for 3 years, the simple interest is, so $7,000 is borrowed. So simple interest is equal to the principal. We got principal, Mr. Williams, St. Mary's College, legend. Yeah. Over 100, right? And you know, say 100 come from the rate. So let us just simplify. So it's 7,000 times the 5 times 3. I'll just kind of just put it. It's gone. It's gone. 5 times that, 350 times 3. That'll be 370. Alright. 15 says a dress which costs $180 is being sold at a discount of 10%. The amount of discount is, so we're just finding 10% of 180. That should be $18. 10% mean you're basically dividing by 10. But let's just show the working. So this done, this done, this done, this done. And notice they ask for the discount amount, which is $18. An article was bought for $125, was sold for $175. The profit as a percentage of the cost price was, so they want the profit. So first I could calculate the profit now. So boom, you have something and you buy it to 175, you buy it to 125 and you sold it for 125. That means you make a $50 for your money. Now they want us to express this profit that you made, which is a $50, as a percentage of the original cost price, which was 125. Simple as that, you know, guys. Don't complicate it. Sometimes it becomes percent out of 100. Now we can use 25 to divide. So 25 into this 2, 25 into this 5, 5 into this 1, 5 into this 20. So 2 times 20 would give us 40. So that would be 40%. Not bad, not bad. Hit that like button, guys. Wanna deal with, man. Wanna deal with. Alright. 17 says the value plot of a land is 18,000. Land tax is charged at a rate of 70 cents per 100 value. What is the total amount of tax paid for the land? Alright, so since they gave us the rate in 100 and they gave us this, let us divide this, right? Because we need to know how many 100 is actually in this. So make a reason it out, man. Come on, guys, what's happening? What's happening? So we now have 180 and we're supposed to multiply by the 70 cent. To know a decimal thing already, right? We just ignore it like it's not. Just as though you guys are ignoring the like button. So put a 0, 700, 78, 56. Don't ignore the like button, guys. 717 and that's 12. So that's 126. But remember, we originally had 2 decimal places, so we're supposed to go so boom, boom. So that would be 126. Alright, let's look at 18. If the simple interest on $900 for 3 years was 108, what was the rate of interest? So unlike the previous one, where they looked at the simple interest, we're actually looking now for the rate. So we have to do some form of transposition. So the simple interest, so the, let me just write back this simple interest. Some people don't see this sometimes, so let me just write T times T times R over 100. Hit the like button, guys, man. We're not deal with, man. We're not deal with. So the simple interest is 108. And if you read carefully, they will give you that, right? Why would CXC give such a this? Work out this way. And of course, it's 900 times 3. We don't know what the rate is, so we're just gonna use R to represent it all over 100. Could do the transposition now. So it's 108, space is very limited, times 100, and then we divide by the rest. So you just transpose, right? So it's 900 times 3. Let's see if we can figure it out. This gone. 9 can go into 108, right? So 9 into itself 1 time, 9 into this 1, and then boom. So that's 12 times. And of course, 12 divided by 3, that is 4. So the rate is 4%. Remember, it's the rate. Number 19 says, at the end of any year, a car is worth 5% less than it was worth at the beginning of the year. If the car is worth 9.5 in December 2016, then the value in January 2016 was, obviously, guys, it can only be 10,000. Makes sense, right? Because after 5% decrease, yeah, So it was valued 10,000 at January, and then the 5% decrease, which led to it being 9,500. All right, I'm going to do some working for the persons who might not understand, right? So it says that at the end of the year, the car is worth 5% less than it was worth in the beginning of the year. If the car is worth 9,500 in December, that means the 9,500 actually represents after the deduction, right? So I could call this X, and that equals to 9,500. So I'm going to do the transposition now. So therefore, X 100 is being divided, so we have a times by the 100. And of course, divide by the 100. So this cancels this. Whoa, what? 9,500. Oh, this should have actually been 95%. Because remember, the 5% that deduct from it. So this should actually be 95 instead of 5%. Because remember, it decreased by that. The problem is this one. Alright guys, so actually it's supposed to be 95%, right? Because it's after the increase. So this are divide, so we actually should times by 100. And of course we divide by the 95. So this now, this is going to 10 times, right? So this is 1, so this is 100 times that, which should give you the 10,000, as we had established earlier. 20, a man's regular pay is $3 per hour up to 40 hours. Overtime is twice payment on a regular. If he's paid $216, how many hours of overtime did he do? Alright, so let's work out in 40 hours. The rest of a big overtime, right? So it would be 3 times what he works, which is 3 times 40. So this is regular pay. We call it regular pay first, which is $120, right? 3 4 Now the new rate is going to be $6 because they said double, so new rate is $6. So let me do the subtraction now. 216, I'll take 120 from that. Because all of this would be overpay, right? This would be 6. That from that you can't make a borrow one from you, you know. So this is 96. So now you made $96, so we could divide it by 6. 6 into 9, 1 time, 6, 1, 6. And we subtract, we get 3. So boom, carry down the 6. That goes 6 times. So he did 16 hours overtime. Still not make no money. Alright guys, let's go. Alright, 21 says 1 over 5x plus 2 over 3x is same as, has to be this, I think, or this. No, the LCM has to be this. So yeah, definitely this. But let us work it out, guys. So we have 1 over 5x plus 2 over 3x. As we had established, the lowest common multiple of 5 and 3, that's 15, drop off the x. 5 into 15, that's 3. The x will cancel the x, right? So it's just numbers are going to be 15. And of course, 3x into 15x, that's 5. So 2 times 5, 10. So we add now, and we get 13 over 15x. Alright, we had already kind of figured it out, so we could just move on. 7 times the product of 2 numbers a and b can be written. So 7 product mean times, so 7 times a times b. You don't see that there, so has to be this. This means the same. Alright, 23. What is the value of x squared plus 3y over xy if x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 2? So therefore, let us substitute. What happened to Wally British? I was going to say here and then I remembered. So it's 3 times 2. What happened to Wally British? I'm not even Wally British. What I'm going on with Wally? So x is 4 while y is 2. Alright, let's see if we can finish it up. Why may I have 6 here, sir? Y at 2 is supposed to be 2. Alright, so 4, 4, 16. 3 times 2 is 6. And then we have over 4, 2 is 8. So this will give us 22 over 8. How many groups of 8 you can get out of 20? 8 3 is 24, so we know so it's 2 times. So that's 16. So that remainder 6 over 8. This can be broken down, so that will be 3 quarters. So it's 2 and 3 quarters. Very nice question, this too. I like it. Hit that like button, guys. Alright, this one now it says 5 bracket 2x minus 1 is equal to 35, then x is equal to. So I could just rewrite them like have my own. So we have 2x minus 1. The rain of beat outside, I need to go to school. What's happening? What's happening? 5 times 2, that's 10x. So we expand the bracket by multiplying each term. 5 ones 5. And that is equal to 35. So now we're going to transpose. This is minus 35. So we do the opposite. So we're going to add 5. Anything we do to one side, we do to the next side. Then a side and then a landslide. Alright, so now we have 35 plus 5, which is 40. And of course, we divide by 10. So therefore, our answer would be 4. Alright, this is one that caused controversy. CXC twist distance students were saying, oh, I know the answer, but I did it wrong. Guys, you have to read it carefully, alright? So it says John has X marbles and Max has twice as many marbles as John. Max give John 5 of his marbles. How many marbles does John now have? So the best way to do it is to do it step by step. You don't need to freestyle it. Alright? So like we said, John has X marbles. It says John. Max has twice. So that will be 2 times X. That I'm maxing up. So these are John. And these are Max. Guys, you have to learn to just reason too. Alright? So you say Max gives John 5. So out of John 2x, you give John 5. So how many John have now? This 5 that we minus from him, we're gonna add that to John own. A simple math that, guys. Persons don't read questions and just answer and then say, oh, sometimes CXC change it up a bit, so you have to look out when they change it up. Alright, this one says if A is equal to 3 and AB is equal to 6, then A squared minus B squared is, so A is equal to 3, so that means that 3B is equal to 6. So we could just find the value of B, right? Now go around corner. Because only 3 times 2 can give us 6, so we have B is equal to 2. And they give us A already, so we could just drop it. So this would be 3 squared minus 2 squared. Simple argument that 3 3 is 9, 2 2 is 4, 9 take away 4, 5. So that would be C. Alright, 27. If A is equal to all of that, then the order of A is now any matrix is defined by row and column. So row run across. So we have 1 row here, 1 row, that's 2, and then 3. And of course, we have columns 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 3 by 4 because row comes before column. The determinant of the identity matrix is, now let's look at what the identity matrix is. It's actually 1, 0, 0, 1. So if we were to find the determinant, it's actually AD minus BC. So let us look at it. So it will do 1 times 1 minus 0 times 0. So of course, 1 times 1 is 1, 0 times that. So of course, that's 8, which is 1. 29 says the vectors P and Q are 3, 2, and negative 1 respectively. Then if you have P minus 2Q. So they gave us P first because they did say respectively, so it follows the order. That's what it actually means. So P, right back P, which is 3, 2, I'm gonna minus negative 1 and 4. And of course, don't forget there's a 2, right? So you're gonna expand it by 2 first. So 2 times that, negative 2, 2 times 4, 8. And of course, we have 3, 2. I'll go back to minus. So long and short of it, guys, we're gonna have 3 minus minus 2. These 2 minus is gonna become a plus. So the first one should be 5. 2 minus 8, that should be negative 6. You see that as an option. So let me just scroll down. Here you go. Alright, 30 now. I know, and you guys know that vectors matrices on it now. Did I realize if you didn't know before? Item 30 refer to the following diagram of triangle OLM, in which R is the midpoint of OL. That is given there. So if R is the midpoint, it means that this side is also A. And notice it's an OL, so that means the arrow is going in that direction. Very important. Alright, and this says now, in which R is the midpoint of that, and T is the midpoint of OM. So you're going from O to M. So the arrow go like this. And they ask us, and they say further that. When they say RM, so we want to go from R, which is this, to M, which is this. Alright, so to go from R to M, we are going to boom, R to O, plus we are going to OM. No, because RO is going in the opposite direction, that will be minus A. And of course, B plus B, we're going the right direction, which is 2. So you know, with vectors, them like to put the negative inside, so it will be 2B minus E. Alright, so let us go up. What a go on. Given that 1 millimeter is 1 over 1000 millimeters, 2500 millimeters in meters is, so basically guys, long and short of it, it takes 1000 millimeter to make 1 meter. That's what they're basically trying to say. So since we know this already, we can simplify it to 25 as you want to convert it to meter, right? Just divide by 1000 with the first support. So this is going to drop here, so it's 2.5. How many kilograms are there in 1 ton? Pick a 1000. Alright, 33. Item 33 refers to the following diagram of a trapezium. The area of the trapezium PQRS is, the area of trapezium is either you can say half A plus B times it by the height, or you can say divide by. Add them two here and then divide by 2 and 8 times by height. Whichever way you look at it, so 8 plus 18 by the height times 5. Of course, it's supposed to be divided by 2. So this works out to 26. Times 5. 2 into this 1, 2 into this 13. So 13 times 5, 5 is 65. At a party, a number of guests were served 15 liters of champagne. Each guest had 2 glasses of champagne, and each glass held 150 milliliters. Assuming no spillage, how many guests were at the party? Alright, so I could take it from the millimeter perspective. Alright, so basically 1000 milliliter equal to this. So in essence, they gave out a total of 15 times 1000. So basically, we could get, so that's a 15,000. So boom, them give out a total of 15 milliliter, right? Alright, them say each guest had 2 glasses. So technically, this 150, if you find out for one person, you times it by 2. So one person will get 300 milliliter. So I could divide this now by 300. Makes sense. Because I see a unit now. Alright. 0 gone. 3 into 150. So that's a 50 guess here. Alright. Let's go. The perimeter of a square is 56 centimeter. What is its area? So perimeter means the total distance around. So that means in order to find the perimeter, since it's a square, it has 4 equal sides. We're going to divide by 4. 4 into this goes 1 time. So 1 over here. 4 into that goes 4 times. 4, 4, 16. So that means one side is 40. So to find the area, we're going to multiply 14 by 40, which gives us the 196. 36. The circumference of a circle is 154, given that pi is equal to 22 over 7. The diameter of the circle in centimeter is. Wow. Alright, so the circumference is equal to 2 pi r, or pi d, whichever one. So the circumference is 154. Let's find the radius, even though that's stupid. That's the pi d over 7 times r. So we could transpose, so 7 times it would be 154 times 7, and then we divide by 2 times 22. This crony bad one. 2 into this 1, 2 into this 7 times remainder 1. Okay. Alright, 77 over 22, we can use 11. 11 into this 2, 11 into this 7. So therefore 7, 7, 49. Yeah, to the 49. I'll tell you what, it's the radius I'm finding. So technically it would work out to 24.5 for the radius, but they didn't ask for the radius. So I have to times it by 2 again to get back the 49. So as a diameter they asked for, and the diameter is 2 times the radius. 37. The item referred to the following diagram, which consists of a triangle resting on the side of a square 7 centimeters. If the total area of the diagram is 63, what is the value of each? Alright. So they say the total, I'm going to work on that part here. So these are 7, right? Type first. So 7, 7, 49. So the square part of 49. So now, this is a right angle triangle, right? So it's half base times height. So I'm going to see what the area for this would be. Because we can find that based on the fact that they gave us the entire thing is 63. So if we just subtract 49 from this, and we get the answer. Boom. For a 1 family, we get that 4. 4 from 5. That's a 1. So the area should be 14. So the base of 7, so 7 times the height divided by 2 is equal to what? 40. Half the base times the height. So this now would be transpose 40 times 2, 28. So 7h equals 28, so we divide by 7. So h should equal to 4. So if the height of 4 sevens 28, and we divide by 2, this gives us the 40. Makes sense though. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I don't need to tell you. Just do it, guys. Just do it. Alright, which we reach now. On Trinidad, big up Trinidad and Tobago. Land of the chicken curry, man. Big up everybody there. Alright, on leaving Trinidad, the time on a pilot watch was 2300 hours. So call that 11 o'clock. When you arrive in destination, the same time zone, the next day is what showed 3h. How many hours did the flight take? Definitely 4. So from 11 to 4 a.m. Alright, Miss Clark arranged the 15 test score of her students in order of size and selected the 8th score of reporting purposes. Which of the following statistical measure did Miss Clark obtain? That would be the median. So you arrange them and take out the middle number. Alright, this needs to small. Item 40 and 41 refer to the following diagram, which show the cumulative frequency curve of the mark of 200 students who took a test. So basically, this represents the students, 200 students who took the test, and this is the mark down here. So should be the mark, right? Yeah, so see there, that's the mark. And they want us to find the median mark scored by the 200 students. So the median should come from the middle. So right as 100 or so. So about here, so that's the median, right? So if you scroll down, so 35, that about 37. Hold on guys, let me take that whole call here. So that's P. Hi, morning. Yes, this is Lennox Benny. Oh, that's fine. You want math classes? Alright guys, sorry about that. Just like that, someone just called to sign up the child for my classes. Guys, what are you waiting on? Let's go, let's go. Alright, the highest mark scored on the test was, look like 16. Let me just check. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 60. See there, mark 60. Boom, done. Remember, it's 200 students, so don't get tricked by the 200. 42, in a box, there are 8 red, 7 blue, and 6 green marbles. 1 marble is picked up randomly. What is the probability that it's neither blue nor green. So the probability of it being neither blue nor green, that means it's going to be red. So that would be 8 over total. I don't know the total, add them here. 8 and 7, 15. 15 plus 6, 21. I'm going to go with that. Alright, 43. Item 43 of the following pie chart shows the popular games played by 720 students. So 720 students. How many students played cricket? So them want to know how many play cricket. Alright, so them say 720. So what's a quarter of 720? Should I have to work out all of these though? Ah, Jesus. So these are basically 10%, you know. What's 10%? These are 72. It's a 30%. Alright, now let me divide this by 4 first. So you have 360. So 4 into 7 goes 1 time. That means that 3. 4 into that 8. Actually 1 8. So this is 180 students. 30%. Let's add it the long way, guys. I know sometimes I just say 5. 30% of 720. How much that did I give you? 4, 4, 4, 4. 3 2s are 6. 3 7s 21. So this represents 260. So now we could just add them here and subtract it from the 720. So 260, 180, and what? 72. Remember, these are 36 degrees at 369, right? So that means at 10%. So this gives you 8 and 8, 16. 1, 2, 4. So that's 468. Eight from that you can't, so you have to borrow 1. That is 2. So this will give you 2. 6 from that you can't, so we borrow 1. 6 from that we 5. And 4 from 62. So that's 252. That was the longest possible way. I don't know why I chose that route, but I just survived. I just survived. Alright, so item 44 for the following two-way table, which are the following, which show the mode of transportation to school on a particular day for a group of 200 students. Alright, so we have male, female, blah, blah, blah. I'm not sure about that. A male student is picked at random from the group. What is the probability that he does not walk to school on that day? So it's a male that does not walk. So male that does not walk. So when I said does not, so 50 plus that would be 80 over 108. We can divide by 8. No. We can divide by 4 though. 4 into this 2, remainder 2 over 7. 4 into this 2 times 20 over 27. Remember I say a male student is picked at random from the group. What's the probability that he does not walk? So if he does not walk, he get postal tax, which is this, and it's a male, right? So it's a very nice one. Another way that person probably look at it, to 60. Let's stick with that. All right, the point where a linear function crosses the horizontal axis, which we know is the x-axis, right? So what is that called? That's called the x-intercept. The equation of a line which passes through the point 0, 5 and has a gradient of 4, so it's 4x plus 5. Now the 5 will be the y-intercept. So that will be this. Guys, I wanna call it. Oh, uno call it. Which of the following graph represent a linear function? Yes. 48. Refer to the following graph of a quadratic. Y equals 4x squared minus x squared. The coordinates of the turning point of the function. So the coordinate of the turning point would be here. X first, so that's 2, 4. Remember, your x come first. A line that is parallel to the line 3x minus 7y, that is the gradient. What is the gradient of it? So if it's parallel, it means it have the same gradient. So we just need to figure out the gradient for this. So make we solve for y. Alright. So boom, we carry over the 3, that become negative 3x. And then we divide by negative 7. Remember, we just need the gradient, right? So it's a positive 3 over 7. That would be a gradient. Alright, if g of x is equal to 7x minus 3 over 5, then g negative 6. So we could just answer this function. Very nice topic. Minus 3 over 5. 7, 6, negative 42 minus 3 over 5, which gives us negative 45 over positive 5. So that's negative 9. Alright, let's look at 51. 51 refers to the following arrow in which it shows a function. Which of the following best describe the function? So here we have the x2 dot, so I'm going to say x plus 3, that's y. So y is equal here, a. Just explain what is happening. Alright guys, let's go. 52, the range of f of x, that look like x to the cube for the domain negative 2, right? So it's a x cube, so that means for this one it's gonna be negative 8 here. So that's the. Which transformation map PQ onto PQR? Perfection. In which of the following polygon does the sum of the measure of the interior angles equal to the sum of the measure of the exterior angle? One measure 360. Quadrilateral. Yeah. Remember, the exterior angle always adds up to 360. Item 55, refer to the following diagram. The straight line y is equal to x. What is the image of the line y equal x when it is rotated anti-clockwise 90 degrees? So this is a 45. So that's how you can look. Y equal negative x. 56, the diagram show the transition in which AB is mapped onto A prime, B prime, represented by. So we left from 2 go to 4. So we know, so this is a plus 2, that's the first part. For the y part now, 5 go to 6, so this is a plus 1. So x first, so it will be 2, 1, so that's P. Translation is just basically adding that. 57 refers to the following right angle triangle. BAC equals that. The length of BC is, so we want to find BC, so that's opposite over hypotenuse. So that is sin. So it will be sin 30 equal the opposite over 40. So we transpose it to the 40 times sin 30, which is 8. 58 OAA, which is this. Alright. OABBB prime are straight lines, which is this, right? ABC is mapped onto it by an enlargement with center O. What is the scale factor? Alright, so this map onto this. So we have 1 unit here, 1, 2, so that's 2. Go up now, 1, 2, and this we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So the scale factor would be 2, so basically doubling it. So remember, it's from the A, from this to this, right? If it was the other way around, it would have been a half. It is from the small to the big, so you have an enlargement. Alright, so this will be the last two. A plane is flying in a direction of 45 degrees and changes its course in a clockwise direction to 135. The angle through which the plane turns is 90 degrees. In triangle PQR, PQ is equal to X, and in a triangle PQR, angle P is equal to X and angle Q is equal to 2X. What is the size of angle R? So the two angles would give you a sum of 3x, and all angles add up to 180. So it will be 180